We're in Poland, so we're actually, this time, we're going to do a way better vlog than London.
Are we?
We're going to do cohesive vlogs. We're going to have an ending.
Oh.
Yeah, possibly. Last one just cut off.
So is this our starting?
The problem with the vlogs is that I just forget the video stuff, or you forget the video stuff.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah.
So we're in Poland to go and look at the Spala training village for our weightlifting camp this year. So we had it in Portugal the last 2 years, and lovely location, but management has changed and we no longer have a good friend working there, so we set our sights elsewhere. We want to see if we could get accommodation and food and training all in the one place for just better value, to be honest, in a better place. And Spala came up, and we obviously had to come out and see what the crack was, see what the story is.
We're really here looking for a man on the inside, or a woman on the inside.
Yeah, who can...
We need a personal contact.
But first, we're going to... what is it?
Intersport.
Because...
McDonald's
at Intersport. So we're in slap dab, in and out. What is it, 3 nights?
3 nights.
3 nights. It's as fast as we could make it. Need to go look at it, see what the food is like. Just get a contact with someone. Say, can we bring 20 odd weightlifters over? But first, we want to buy some cheap hoodies, training pants, maybe a pair of nice sunglasses. You know, the usual.
Can we bring 20 of our internet friends to a training camp?
Yeah.
Will you feed them? We're on the wrong side of the road.
No, you're on the right side. Well, the wrong side for us, but
yes.
You know. Dobra. What's Polish for zins?
I'm not sure.
What's Polish for stanazolol? I feel like stanazolol could be Polish. I feel like it could be... No, wait. Was stanazolol Polish? I don't know. Certainly European anyway.
Yeah.
Europeans made all the best drugs. Except for the Americans when they made D-bol, you know?
They certainly made the best use of it.
But you know what they say? Test is best.
Yeah.
Allegedly. So we're on a long drive. To Spala. Unfortunately, there's nothing really interesting on the way as far as we're concerned.
Lots of trucks.
Yeah. Lots of trucks. Polish economy is booming. It's great to see. Great people, the Polish.
Yeah.
We had a lot of them, have a lot of them in Ireland for a long time.
I feel like they get on very well with the Irish people.
It seems to be.
The size of that factory.
Panettone?
Oh, that's the Christmas pudding.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I thought it was Italian.
Wow, that means nothing
Probably
anymore.
is Italian. Yeah.
That means nothing anymore to brands. They have no shame anymore. We also went to Polish McDonald's. Was not great, I'm not gonna lie. Possibly, dare I say, the worst international McDonald's I've had.
I think I might have made a poor choice.
I don't think so, because you can't really make poor choices at McDonald's. It wasn't great. The burger meat wasn't fantastic.
Yeah.
I also got chicken selects and they weren't great either.
Okay.
So...
There actually is a big difference in the quality of McDonald's from country to country.
Did we make it fit?
Make it where? Just have made it like...
Yeah, in general. I meant the physical sense, but... What did you mean?
Yeah, we've made it. We've arrived. We're at Central Olimpico.
Spala.
What?
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
What's going on here?
So for me, right?
Right.
Here's a pro tip for people who travel way more than they actually want to travel. If you have to train your travels, or you know you want to do something, I have like 3 markers I hit. I failed on one of them today. So hydration, movement, and then actually doing some stretching. So if you're going on holidays and you want to do a bit of training or you're traveling, so we had a 2.5 hour flight, stayed on the plane for 3 hours, then straight into the car, drove for another basically 3 hours straight. Obviously I fell asleep, I wasn't driving, but I went for an hour's walk. I did like 5-ish K, and then I'm trying to drink a lot of liquids, but I haven't really. I've drank about 2 liters of Pepsi Max, which
There's some liquids up there.
there's some liquids up there. That's enough. And then trying to do enough stretching. To be honest, unfortunately, this definitely puts a big dent in it, but ultimately you're just still not going to be as supple on a first training session when you come back from travel or you go traveling in a new place. But I find it does help combat it a little bit. The ideal scenario would be to have a personal physio, and you would get physical therapy, soft tissue work done, you drink a load of water, and then you get it done again before you go training. But alas, we are not professional athletes. Thank fuck I'm not a professional athlete. So we're professional spoofers.
We're professional video editors is what we are.
So we're gonna get some good training sessions in. These are the rooms, by the way. There seems to be lots of different rooms, but these are ones very
Very good accommodations.
very good. So we've been throwing around the price for this, and we'll just need to get to finalize the numbers once we talk to someone, but we're looking somewhere in around 1,500 for the training camp. We're probably going to do it 4 days. We know people find it hard to get off work and they're traveling either side, so we found in the past if we made it too long, people just couldn't commit to it as much as they wanted to. A lot of people are like, my boss won't give me time off work, so we're thinking around June-ish, and thinking about €1,500 for the camp, which would include all your accommodation, 3 meals per day, and obviously coaching with us in one of the coolest training halls in the history of weightlifting.
Yeah, I'd definitely say the coolest training hall we'd have held a camp in.
Yes.
It's sick. It's very, very cool. The place itself is pretty cool. You'll be seeing more of that later on. The Adidas 2008s are coming out tomorrow.
Did you bring them?
Oh, did I what?
Holy moly.
Yeah. I'm going to paw snatch 200 kilos. I'm pointing it at me while Gerf is talking.
I've actually been recruited by the judo team. One just grabbed my ass and said, come on away.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, you look like... He saw me miming a few Osoto Garys in the lobby and was like, this fucking guy. So,
This guy needs some coaching. What's in the gear bag, Gerf?
which one?
Very strangely not smelling knee sleeves.
Turn the camera. Do you know how you keep your knee sleeves from not smelling?
Don't put them in a gear.
Never put them in a gear bag.
Yeah.
These live in my home gym. I don't go anywhere. I don't like going places. I don't want to go places. But sometimes I have to go places. Leave them outside all the time. These smell perfect.
Great piece of advice as well, if you train somewhere and you don't ever have to be seen in public, is get the pink weightlifting shoes.
But all my stuff is public.
Those pink weightlifting shoes are disgusting.
Great shoe though.
I'll tell you what's not disgusting. These Adidas 2008 vintage weightlifting shoes that are actually a terrible shoe but look class.
It's so disappointing.
I wish they were good to train in, but they're not. It's 5-1. We have our training slot in the big time Spala weightlifting gym at 1 p.m, which is downstairs, which is great.
Just so everyone knows, we're going to switch to the Sony for the actual training. I'm going to do very little training today because normally today's jumping, bodybuilding. I might do some jerks today. I did 1 jerk last week, so that's the most that I've done in a 1.5 years. No more.
So this year you've already done more jerks than last year.
I didn't do a single jerk last year.
Janie Mackers.
I've done a jerk since Japan, 18 months.
That's mad.
Okay, wait.
My
What do you think we're going to get behind the next split jerk? I'm going to just max it out.
180 kilos.
I did 120 last week.
170 kilos. I'll say 170.
I'm going to say 140.
No!
Comment down below, see what you think.
My training is what you might refer to in older training manuals as fat camp training, which is high volume, getting back to training it's the kind of volume that you're not even doing high volume yet because you're so out of shape. But such is life.
Have you formulated a newsletter yet and your thoughts on the Polish system for athletes?
Yes. I was actually just, you see my laptop there, just scheduling a few newsletters this morning. So my first one that came to mind is living where you're training, or training where you're living. Nice little parallels there. These are some drugs not commonly used by athletes but aren't banned, so we can use them. Very effective.
We never get tested anyway.
We won't tell you what it is though. Gareth's going to the jacks now, so I'm going to turn this off before you hear the absolute debauchery that it's about to come out of there. Are you getting cramps in your quads already?
No.
Neither am
What are you gonna do?
It's front squats. Volume. I got a bit easier on my back. Get the legs cranking a bit, you know. The camp in Portugal, I think. No, Rabdo.
Oh. That's before or after?
Actually, no, the camp is after Rabdo.
I think black flowers.
See, we got more messages.
Get that lock out. How did it look? It's a nice split jerk. Did always have a good split jerk, except for that one time in power jerk and in back split jerk.
Except that one time we turned my Rambo.
Two, both of them.
Your right side looks fucking phenomenal.
There's been a lot of work put into it, to be fair.
Yeah.
That's good.
I think the prompt you're supposed to say, Owen, is what did you do at training? So I did front squat triples, paused. I did 3 sets, first time training in a long time. Then I did 5 sets of 5 on strict press. And then I did core work. So I did standard planks, and then I did prone back extension holds, single leg ones, but I did them where just my legs were moving, because that's really where it gets targeted down here, you know, which is what I needed. So everything felt good. I've no doubt I'll be sore in the morning for our next training session, but the gym is phenomenally cool. I will say this is the coolest place we've ever trained. There's definitely an aura about this place that you don't get in most gyms. You get it in some stadiums when you go there, definitely for big games and stuff like that. You get it in kind of team gyms, but I haven't felt an aura like this, even in comparison to the Korean senior training hall. This place kicks a bit harder.
So I did block snatches, just up to 100 kilos. So obviously they feel really light because I'm strong as fuck at the moment.
Let's see an arm. Oh, fuck yeah.
But I haven't done block stuff. I did some a bit last year, low block stuff for a few weeks. Before that, I've done it a long time, so the technique isn't great. So it's a bit smashy, you know. But look at these blocks. Look at them.
You can't but do block stuff with those.
So my usual programming is heavy snatch and squat on Sundays, and I couldn't come in here and do my jumps and bodybuilding, could I? You can't.
Look at that.
So I did some block snatches just to try them out. They're fantastic. High pulls. And then we were joking about the rack jerk. So nobody guessed 160. Did anybody guess 160 in the comments? I hope no one skipped ahead. That'd be cheating. What did you say?
I said 180 and then it was brought back to 170.
I feel like I could do 180 to 200 right now.
Yeah, you definitely could.
So having a large back squat is the best thing you can do for the behind the neck jerk. 160 felt pretty good. Technique-wise, things are solid. Just a little bit of this. Am I going to keep doing them? This is the second session, so I have no idea. I just was kind of messing, and I found out they felt pretty easy last week. I did 120 for a single, just because I was just back squatting and I wanted to see. So I still have. This is very good. Big improvements. How's it look?
Very good. Bit more.
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
So still ways to go with this, especially in a loaded position. So you saw some of the rehab stuff I was doing over there. Still a ways to go with that rehab. So what happens when you neglect something for more than a year? It takes a long time to come back, so you need to keep at it. That's the reason I stopped doing jerks and stuff. So the 160 is gas because I haven't done jerks literally in 18 months. So I wonder what I'd do if I trained it, but I'm still more concerned with the snatch at the moment. But I'll see how it goes. I might tip away at some behind the neck stuff. They're pretty low impact, other than bringing them down to the back of your neck. So I'll see how it goes. I might do a little bit. They're not very fatiguing, to be honest. But we could say that now, and tomorrow my shoulders will be fucked. We'll see. So tomorrow we'll do some snatches. And then I did some core work. So we'll do a decently heavy back squat because think Dozer's coming in 2 weekends time.
Yes.
So I'd better do a decent back squat from there. So I might do a heavy triple with the coolest bars and plates.
This is just kind of heritage stuff you don't get too often.
Yeah, and then I might do a deadlift as well.
Oh.
I was really enjoying deadlifts last year, but the fatigue,
Yeah.
the French word for
Très fatigué.
it's high from deadlifts. It's high for weightlifters. Just it gets you. It gets weightlifters.
Oh, it does
It's
get you.
really hard to get away from the fact that heavy deadlifts fatigue weightlifters.
Yeah.
In a way that you do notice. Whereas for
In a way that's detrimental to the lifts.
if you're powerlifting, you can go squat again in 2 days' time. And you can keep doing your benching and stuff. But if you have to go snatching in 2 days' time, and you've just done a maximal deadlift. But deadlifts are kind of cool.
No, deadlifts are very cool. A
nice-
big, heavy deadlift.
Nicely executed.
Yeah.
Not sumo, obviously,
Yeah.
because
But that's not a deadlift. I'm going to bring you on
you're going on a tour.
where lunch ends at... Maybe we'll do a tour tomorrow. You're ruining the focus on the clock.
Sack tap. See? What's happening your sack?
Hey. What are you... I feel like the audio in here is terrible. Oh my god.
What? Wonder how much this will mix, the GoPro and the Sony.
I've mixed them a good few times in vlogs and stuff.
Gotta hand it to the GoPro, the stabilization is, yeah, it's insane.
You feel like you're back in the weightlifting because everything's called a holla. Hello, what cool.
The door that is never locked is locked for the white boys. Quads in. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Good kid. Keep the hips in. Such a mindfuck because the bar feels really heavy, but my legs are really strong. So when I'm walking out, I'm like, oh god.
And then it's perfect for the squat.
Yeah.
Waist and you're doing big squats.
How did your session go there?
It was a good session. Today's session was always going to be a bit of a kind of hodgepodge due to the fact that I trained yesterday and I haven't been training for the last 6 months, so just had to make sure I was able to warm up and move around effectively. Did some plyos in the warm up, which felt good, and then I did a set of 8 on the squats, which is first squats really since getting rhabdo. This is good.
So my session went pretty good. I think I did about 8 doubles at 110 kilos on the snatch, and then maybe 2 or 3 doubles at 100 before that. So I was trying to fix the bar pat, but 2 things were going wrong. So the first thing that was going wrong was from the second pull, as I passed the knee, the barbell wasn't traveling back towards me enough. And then I was absolutely murdering the bar with my hips, and the barbell was swinging out beyond where it started. Now, last week, you didn't see this because I didn't video the session, and I should have videoed the session, but I'd fixed it and I did a really nice 140, and the barbell pat was really nice, but it was a bit shitter today. So one of the things I think that was affecting it was the loose a shoe were a little bit higher, so I think that was throwing off my start position a small bit because I'd find the right start position going by barbell pat and how it felt. But it wasn't as good in the loose Asian shoes. But I didn't want to bring 2 pairs of shoes with me when I'm traveling. That just seems wrong, you know. So I did a lot of doubles at 110, and the last 2 were better, not good enough, but better. We'll see how they are when I get home. Then moved on to some squats, and I did 240 for a triple. So squats feel a lot better. Well, the core feels a lot better, I should say. The squats feel good, obviously. And my hamstrings are super tight when I was warming up, and I was saying to Dara, but as a second rep on 240, my lower back stretched a bit, so it's a little bit achy at the moment, but that would make sense. My hamstrings were way tighter than they normally are, that my lower back would take a bit of the brunt. But the 240 is good, no belt, no wiggle in my hips, which is great. So I need to obviously keep doing my core work. Probably need to get a bit of that single leg work in, but I need to get the hamstrings posterior a bit looser. I've been working on it, but obviously not good enough. It has tightened up a bit, and I have slacked off in the last couple of months in the hamstring stuff. I haven't been as diligent as I should be. But overall, I think a pretty good session. A lot of stuff to work on. What a place to train. Such a nice place. Even though I was trying to work on that stuff, it was a great session. First time I've done weightlifting in 2 days in a row, and I've no idea how long. So it's also probably why my lower back said, I haven't been doing I've been doing 3 days of weightlifting per week, which has been working really well. And I will remain at that. But when in the proverbial room, you have to take advantage of it. Should I probably not have done the jerks and snatches yesterday? Would have had better snatching and squatting today? Probably, but it's too late for that now.
When you hear who's?
Think horses, not zebras. Yeah. Think horses, not coconut shells clacking
So
together.
when you see success in American weightlifting, Dara.
I'm joking. Think.
Come on, drive away there.
The warm up faster. We have the insurance pack.